everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're the Movie Couple. I'm Dustin.
I'm Wendy.
And here is our review for The Atom Project. The Atom Project is directed by Shawn Levy and stars Ryan Reynolds, Walker Scobell, Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner, Catherine Keener, and Zoe Saldana. When a time traveler accidentally crashes in 2022, he must team up with his 12-year-old self to save the future. When news of the Atom Project first came out, it sounded like a very interesting premise. I've always liked how some people can take like an action movie that has time travel in it and then give us a new spin on how time travel works, what are the consequences of time travel, what happens when you meet your younger self, can two of the same molecules be together in the same place at the same time?
Before they
implode. And I'm always interested to see a new take on time travel. And the Atom Project, you know, the trailer made me go, this seems really interesting.
I think for me, when I initially heard about the Atom Project, what really got me interested was the team up between Ryan Reynolds and Shawn Levy. This would be the second film that they have collaborated together that is currently available for everybody to see. The first one being Free Guy, and then now this one. But we also know that Shawn Levy is teaming up with Ryan Reynolds again for Deadpool 3. So I definitely wanted to check out this movie to see if they were able to carry the magic over from Free Guy into the Atom Project. Is it going to be slightly different vibe, because we don't want like a beat for beat same kind of humor exactly, because it's a different type of story. One is, you know, about an NPC player being aware that he's in a video game, and the other, it has to do with time traveling. So it's quite different. And then we have Deadpool, which no explanation necessary. I will say I enjoyed both of those films thoroughly. I found both of those films very entertaining, which means I am a fan of the Shawn Levy and Ryan Reynolds team up.
Yes, and I have to admit, the way that Shawn Levy is able to kind of navigate Ryan Reynolds' humor, and it really does seem like they mesh very well together, to where they don't need to have like a hard R to make it funny, or to bring Ryan Reynolds' kind of sarcastic, very, what is that called, like banter, smack talk to the forefront, and make it enjoyable for all ages. I really enjoyed what they brought to the Atom Project, and it makes me, what I saw in the Atom Project makes me excited for what they're going to bring in Deadpool 3.
Absolutely. And with this movie, you know, we've seen tons of time traveling films before where, you know, you maybe go back and visit your younger self, or you time travel to the future to see your older self, or to see somebody in your past. And kind of the rule for, usually for the most part, time travel is to remain unseen, because you can't really see, you know, your other self in the timeline, especially your past self. But this one kind of breaks that rule just a little bit, because he has a lot of interaction with his younger self, and he doesn't even really, Adam doesn't even really shy away from, you know, once young Adam figured it out, he doesn't really shy away from telling him. And I found it funny too. That was like, sure, come with me on this mission. I was like, but what if your younger self dies?
Then you might die too.
And I have to say, props to Walker Scobell, and I hope I'm saying your last name correctly, but what a performance. What a way to capture like baby Ryan Reynolds, like the essence of Ryan Reynolds, the way Ryan would, or should I say older Adam, would be delivering the line. This kid understood the assignment, and he was so fun to watch on screen.
Oh yeah, he knocked it out of the park. He was one of the best parts of this movie. He got Ryan Reynolds' intonation, his timing, his sarcastic tone down perfectly. It really does seem like they just shrunk Ryan Reynolds to a younger age.
Do you?
And I loved just the vibe of this movie. It really did contain kind of that fun 90s kind of time travel adventure, out of this world kind of experience, but really brought it to more, to kind of satisfy that new 2022 mindset, the way that we see movies today. It was really fun. I thought the action was really good, and the way they explained time travel was very light, to where it was kind of like, well, isn't this and this going to happen just kind of like it does in Back to the Future, or this, and they start just shooting out all of these different...
All the tropes,
and their answer was very much, this is the first time we've ever done time travel, so we don't know what's going to happen. And they gave you just enough to be satisfied with their explanation and not be like, oh, they're just winging it on this and they're really just leaving us in the dark. It was a nice balance of what we needed and what they can get away with.
Yeah, we don't want to give away the kind of the reveal and some of the too spoilery plots. So I will say that this film had a great balance of action, pacing, and it gave a lot of time and room for the actors to explore the emotional side of things and the consequences of time travel and the danger of the mission that older Adam Reed is on. So I wasn't expecting that because once the film kicked off, I was like, okay, it's going to be action-packed. There's going to be quips and laughs, and it's going to be really fun moments. But there were certain characters, I will say Jennifer Garner, Zoe Saldana, and Mark Ruffalo gave us those very heartfelt, touching moments that I was a lot more invested than I expected. Let's just say that. So when you watch those movies, make sure you enjoy and savor those moments because they're really, really, really great.
And I think the transition between this entire movie, the pacing was done very well. They would have a good action scene, a couple good laughs, get into a little bit more drama, then go into another kind of what is the next big event in the movie. So I think the pacing was done very well. And the action was still fun to watch. They had some really good fight scenes. And they had some fun futuristic toys.
Yeah, they really did. They had some gadgets as well. There is one thing I would like to very much nitpick. And I feel like, yes, some studios have done this part well, but I feel like it's always going to be a little bit hard, which when we're talking about time traveling, we can talk about the de-aging process, which one of the characters got the de-aging treatment. I won't say who, just in case you, but it was, for me anyways, it was quite noticeable. It definitely brought me out where I was like, that doesn't look great. It just looked shiny and plasticky. And again, I don't think the de-aging process has been perfected. I do think it's hard. It doesn't take away from what the performer was trying to do in that moment, but my eyes definitely caught on right away and my brain kind of jerked like, not normal.
But honestly, that is something that happens in a lot of movies. Even some big budget major motion pictures released in the theaters have had that problem. So something for Netflix, I'm kind of like, ooh, that kind of knocked me out of it a little bit. But a part of me is like, that is something that is a problem in the industry today. So yeah, like Wendy said, it is very much a nitpick. All of the other special effects I thought were done pretty well. Yes. I thought they did a great balance of having the action that we want to see, but also keep it to a level that is good for a Netflix movie.
Yeah, absolutely. All in all, this was a very entertaining film. Great story. Great performances by the cast. You can definitely feel the chemistry between the cast members. So that's always a joy to see. We're going to go ahead and give you our rating, and we'll treat it as if we were able to see this in theaters, even though it is a exclusively to Netflix film. And if you would like to know our movie couple rating system, scale, it is listed in the description below this video. I'm going to give this movie a check it out. I think if you haven't yet, because you're thinking, just another adventure, time travel, I say, you know what, set aside a Saturday night, make some popcorn, get yourself some snacks and set up, and it's a really good time, and these are fun characters to spend 2 hours with.
I'm right there with you. I am definitely a check it out. It was fun. There was no moment to where I was like, is this over yet? Or any moments to where I'm like, that doesn't quite fit in there. And normally I have a lot of those moments in even some of the best movies. And those weren't really present when I was watching this, and I enjoyed it. I loved the characters. The kid that plays young Adam does a bang-up job. Everyone else does a fun, good, heartfelt performance. So yes, definitely check it out.
And that is it for our non-spoiler review for The Adam Project, currently streaming on Netflix. If you had a chance to watch The Adam Project, what did you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.